Good afternoon, watchers of the coolest podcast on the internet, The Buzz with DJ Don. I got some awesome news before we get started. We recently parked all of our episodes on thebuzzwithdjdon.com so that fans can have easy access to all of the fun. We are in the process of developing a mobile app so that you never have to miss an episode. So be on the lookout for that. Also, we've been featuring some really cool guests on our show lately, such as 90s sensation Edwin McCain, multi-platinum artist Busy Bone, Grammy Award winners Bone Thugs-n-Harmony, and Twista, who is in the Guinness Book of World Records for being the fastest rapper. We've chatted with Mo Thug artist Smokey the Bandit, as well as Detroit rapper Ashley Weimer, and a whole list of other artists and entertainers. Please subscribe to our channel to keep up to date with the latest episodes of our show and tell your friends to do the same. Again, bookmark thebuzzwithdjdon.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So a little backstory about today's guests. As you all know, I'm a full-time DJ with CherishedMemoriesDJ.com, and my job takes me all over the map. One summer day, I arrived to my gig in Asheville, North Carolina a little early and decided to take a walk downtown to kill some time. While walking, I stumbled on one of the most unique artists that I have ever had the privilege of seeing live. Sitting on the street corner was this lady and her band, and they were rocking some amazing tunes for the folks walking around Asheville. What was so unique about this lady, whose given name is Abby Roach, is that Abby was playing the spoons. I'm talking about real spoons, and she was playing completely in sync with the rest of her band. In front of the band sat a tip jar, and passers-by were rewarded for their donation to the jar with bells that Abby played with her feet. After being mesmerized by her talents for a few moments, I placed my offering in her tip jar and I hiked back to my gig a few blocks away. I never forgot that lady, and I've been meaning to catch up with her for a while now. So yesterday, I hit her up and I asked her to be on the show today, and she accepted. So today is the day that I introduce you to Abby the Spoon Lady. Abby, thanks for hanging with me today.
Yeah, no problem.
So yeah, our first meeting was by chance, and that day, I became a fan of Abby the Spoon Lady. Isn't that cool?
It is pretty cool.
So I have to confess something to you, Abby. Being the musician that I am, I needed to know what the fuss was all about. So I went out and bought me some spoons to play too.
Did it work out for you?
Well, turns out I'm not too bad at it. I'm not quite as good as Abby the Spoon Lady, but I can keep the beat.
That's pretty awesome.
So let's start from the beginning, because it really is an interesting story. Abby the Spoon Lady is known for the art of busking. Busking is defined as the activity of playing music in the street or other public place for voluntary donations. So from busking in the street to jumping on trains to the point where you have a YouTube channel with 28 million views and 158,000 subscribers, we want to hear your story. So tell us about how you went from being Abby Roach to the person we all know as Abby the Spoon Lady.
Well, I started playing spoons because I was hopping trains around the country. I had gone through a bunch of really bad stuff back home, which is actually Wichita, Kansas. I had suffered through some domestic violence, which caused me to lose my teeth. And at that time, I didn't feel like I had anywhere else to go but to travel. And so I started traveling, and at first I was just doing labor pools and small jobs and things like that to get by. But eventually I found music. Some folks I was traveling with had stolen some spoons off of outdoor seating in a restaurant in Savannah, Georgia. And then just kind of history from there. They taught me how to hold them and how to run them down my fingers, and I just kept messing with it.
So I've done my research, and when people talk about modern day spoon playing, they always mention Abby the Spoon Lady. Did you ever think you would get this big?
Oh, no. If somebody had told me when I was younger that I would be a famous spoon player, I would have laughed.
So,
because that's not something that's necessarily normal.
Right. So tell us what a day in your life is like. How often do you make time to play the spoons?
Well, for me, I wear a lot of hats, and so I'm pretty busy. It kind of depends on the day. On my busking days, I'll get up and get around, have breakfast, hang out with my dog, and go downtown. And depending on who I'm playing music with and who's out, I might play an hour or I might play 5 or 6 hours. It just kind of depends on what's going on and how much energy I have. And then other days I spend time at home on office days. I really, really like, messing with videos and things like that. And recently I've been teaching myself some animation. I'm hoping to be putting some animations up pretty soon. And on show days, we're getting up and getting around and driving to whatever show it is or going out of town and whatnot, and spending as much time as we can before and after the show, meeting as many people as possible and trying to see as much as we can to and from. I don't take the major interstates. I only take side roads.
So you use bells too sometimes, which sounds totally cool. Where did the bells come in?
Well, the bells first started in Nashville. I started with one bell. I was doing street bands in Nashville, Tennessee for about 3 or 4 years. I'm pretty consistent. And at first it started with one bell, just something to get people's attention. And then as time moved on, it grew to now 7 bells. And at first it was really difficult for me. I couldn't even hit one bell without skipping a beat on the spoons. But now I can play an entire song on the bells and keep the beat on the spoons without any issues. So it's been a little bit of a learning experience, but it's been a lot of fun to see the reactions.
So tell us about your show, the Busker broadcast, which is actually on FM radio. Tell us about that.
Well, the Busker broadcast is a show that centers around street performance and street music. And we talk a little bit about public space and freedom of speech, but we try not to go down the freedom of speech rabbit hole too far because it goes on forever. But yeah, we bring in folks that are passing through Asheville from, all around the world, really, and we get to hear their stories and what makes them tick and why they're in Asheville playing music, so it's pretty cool.
So I was listening to the radio the other day, and I came upon an epiphany that you and Chris needed to cover some Johnny Cash. What do you think about Personal Jesus?
Well, we both do like Johnny Cash. I have a little bit of a Nash back every time I hear Johnny Cash. Just
do you know the song?
All the time
do you know the song Personal Jesus?
Huh?
Do you know the song Personal Jesus?
Yeah.
Every time I hear that by Johnny Cash, I think of you and Chris jamming that song out. Like I can picture the two of you totally rocking that song out.
Well, I'm going to tell Chris that and see if maybe I can poke at him about it.
Dude, I would love that. My birthday's in February, and if you guys can learn that by February, that would be an awesome birthday present for me, is to listen to Abby the Spoon Lady and Chris Rodriguez rocking out to Personal Jesus.
Yeah, I'll definitely poke at him about it. I like that song too.
So while getting ready for this interview, I came across an article just posted yesterday saying that you're leaving Asheville for your home state of Wichita, Kansas. Is that right?
Yes and no. Yes and no. So, yes, I won't be paying rent here any longer. I have a short green school bus that I'm putting a bed and burner and fridge and stove in, all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to be doing some traveling. So I'll be in Asheville pretty consistently. Street performing probably about as often as I still do now. But my home base is going to be in Wichita. That's where my family is and things like that. And it's right in the middle of the country, so it makes it easy for me to get anywhere in the country.
So how is the busking scene in Wichita, Kansas compared to Asheville, North Carolina?
Well, Wichita is just now growing, just now starting to get to that point. They've got some folks that come downtown and do fire spinning and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. And so they're starting to get some folks coming out busking, and I'm sure that I'll go down there and try to do some pushing around for the arts a little bit while I'm in town. But I'm wanting to talk to other cities in general about street performance, not just Wichita and Asheville. I'm wanting to go to Austin, Texas, and see if I can talk to them about their scene, and St. Augustine, Florida, San Diego. Maybe spread a little bit of this Asheville love of street performance to some other cities.
So what will you miss the most about Asheville?
The people. After that article had been posted, I was walking around downtown yesterday, and folks were literally just grabbing me and hugging me. Not even a word, just grabbing me and hugging me. And so it's definitely the people.
So I'll be honest, Abby, I'm sad to see you go.
Well, I'm not going to be gone forever. And if the city of Asheville were to ever try to light busking on fire, I would be running back with a big bucket of water in hand, for sure.
So tell me that you have some shows lined up around here before you go.
I do. I have plenty of shows lined up around here before I go, and I have shows lined up around here after I go.
So why don't you tell us about a few of those?
All right. So coming up in July, I'm actually going to be going to Mountain View, Arkansas, coming up on the 13th of July. But then we'll be back to play the Firmament in Greenville, South Carolina on the 19th of July. And then we're going to be at the Tennessee Shines Radio in Knoxville on the 24th. And at the White Horse in Black Mountain on the 25th of July.
Cool. So there's
some stuff going on there. And I'll be out street performing as consistently as possible for the rest of this summer.
Cool.
So if I'm not booked elsewhere, I'll be downtown.
So I have one more confession, Abby. We've jammed so much of your music around my house that our 6-year-old little girl tries to play the spoons and tells everyone that she's the spoon lady. How cool is that?
That was pretty great.
So you
That's
have
awesome.
So you have merchandise for sale on your official website, right?
Yes.
And what kind of merch does Abby the Spoon Lady have?
So on spoonlady.com, we have t-shirts that say I Heart Spoon Lady. We've got camouflage trucker hats. You can find Chris and I CD working on Wall Street, which is a reference to the Flatiron there at Battery Park and Wall Street. There's some bumper stickers there, Spoon Lady for President and stuff like that. We got some koozies and keychains and postcards. So all sorts of stuff. There's also a downloadable PDF of how to play the spoons if you're interested in
that's real
looking
cool.
at some pictures. And those things are also great for teachers. If you're a teacher, buy one, copy it for your class. That's totally okay with me. Spread around the love. It's totally fine.
So I want to give you the mic and the opportunity to shout out whoever or whatever. So go ahead, Abby.
Oh my goodness. I love you, Dad.
And that's it, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Abby the Spoon Lady, thanks so much for hanging with me and telling me your story.
Yeah, definitely. Share this video. Make sure to subscribe and click that little, bell button there so that you get notified of other videos too. That's real important.
So I want you to say, and I'm going to say it one time for you. I'm Abby the Spoon Lady, and you are watching The Buzz with DJ Don. Okay, go.
I'm Abby the Spoon Lady, and you're watching The Buzz with DJ Don.
Man, that was great job, man. Great job, Abby.
Sure.
So it's been a pleasure, Abby, but before I let you go, I must ask you the question of doom.
Oh, goodness.
Since you spent a lot of time downtown, I wanted to shout out Asheville for this question. So here's your question. What restaurant has the best food in downtown Asheville?
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's such a tough one. Can there be a tie?
Tell us about it. Tell us about this tie.
I really, really enjoy rhubarb right there on Peck Square. That's John Fleer's place. It's awesome. But I also sneak off a lot to go have curry at Blue Dream.
Blue Dream? So you don't have a favorite, it's a tie?
Yeah, they're definitely a tie.
Okay. Well, Abby the Spoon Lady, thank you for hanging out today, and you be safe on your journey back to Wichita, okay?
I sure will.
And if I'm ever in town, I'm going to look you up, and whenever you're in Asheville, you look me up. I'm going to try to see you. Maybe I'll see you out in Greenville.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
All right. Well, it's been amazing talking to you, Abby, and we'll talk to you soon, okay?
Sounds awesome.
Peace.
Thank you.
Yep, peace. I'm really sad that Abby's moving back to Wichita, but maybe I can get up with her before she goes. Do me a favor and check out Abby the Spoon Lady on her YouTube channel, and check out all the cool spoon merchandise on her site. Be sure to share and subscribe, and I look forward to bringing you another episode of The Buzz with DJ Don very soon. Let me know in the comments who you want to see on my show, and we'll try to make it happen. Thanks again, Abby. Peace.